some things, if you put $1 million to it, you could change the world, right? There's some things that if you put $10 billion in it, it ain't enough.
All right. Who dat? Who dat?
We had a legitimate chance to move the needle on and change things.
Does everybody think they know what a foundation is? Basically, it's a not-for-profit.
You know, everybody's kid can get sick, and it affects everybody, so I felt like it was a good thing to focus on. But, you know, it's nice to come up here, and I've always enjoyed visiting here because of my family. The back half of the trip's relaxing. The front half is, you know, we're obviously here to raise some money and do some good things. The year before we came, I think they cleared $20-something thousand, and the year after we came, they cleared $70-something thousand. And so I was like, okay, that's a pretty substantial difference. We basically tripled what they made. That was the real thing that I just felt like, okay, if we had that big of an impact, we got to come back and do it again. And now that we've made this a full-day event, that's obviously they've had the demand to have more teams, which is great. So I'm sure they'll raise over 100,000 this year, which is great.
All different foundations have different causes. We're a little different in the fact that we don't do one thing. We use my platform as a Saints player to raise money and leverage experiences with players in order to raise money. But yeah, I do feel like that's part of my job and obligation. You know, I get paid a lot of money to do something that I love doing, and so I do feel obligated to give back.
Focusing on kids that are sick, to kind of empathize with that and let people know that other people are thinking about them, you know, that can make a difference to somebody. And I feel like everybody can get behind that, regardless of, you know, your background or what political views you have or anything else that could be divisive.
Generally what we do is we try to do things that are going to impact young people.
It's like when you see anybody dealing with something, especially if it's a long-term thing, it really kind of makes you aware that there's people that are just dealing with things chronically, constantly. It's not reality most of the times when a Saints player or anybody of public notoriety is going through to, you know, kind of lift spirits, you know, that can make a difference to somebody.
And so we just try to help young people that are, you know, not in a great position, and we're just trying to help them out.